Disgusting things I've done as an alcoholic. If you're new here, my name's Amanda. I am a recovering alcoholic. I drank vodka and took kratom all day, every day for about 3 years straight. As you know, I have a young son, and this was way before I got pregnant with my daughter. I was obviously going to go take my son trick-or-treating. I don't remember what year this was. I think it was Halloween of 2020 or 2021. It was Halloween day, and my son, was super excited to go trick-or-treating, and I was super excited to get plastered and start drinking at 9 in the morning. I told myself that my son was safe because we were there with my grandmother, who was helping me keep an eye on him, aka she was keeping an eye on him while I got drunk. I don't remember this completely, but I did get so drunk that I fell. I don't know why I was walking as fast as I did, but I was walking so fast that I fell into a dresser that was waist high, and I fell so hard that it totally knocked the wind out of me. I ended up on the ground. My son walked into the room as I landed on the ground, and I just remember his face just being absolutely horrified. And I was so ashamed and so embarrassed and so just it was so horrific that he saw me like that I crawled into the bathroom and closed the door so he couldn't see me. And like children do, he just accepted it, which is really sad and heartbreaking. I ended up laying down on the bed. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk very comfortably. It was excruciating pain. I slept for a little bit, and then it was time to wake up and get him his costume on and get him ready and go trick-or-treating. And I remember just feeling like I was absolutely going to not pass out, but pass away. Walking was excruciating, and breathing was excruciating. And I didn't know this yet, but I had actually broken a rib and punctured my lung. I would find this out later, 10 days later, when I finally worked up the balls to go into the emergency room. So we went trick-or-treating, and my poor son was stuck with me as the responsible adult taking him trick-or-treating. It was really miserable, and I tried so hard to hide it from him and to hide how uncomfortable and miserable I was, but there was no way that I was not going to take him trick-or-treating. We were in a group. There were other adults, there were other kids. He was distracted enough not to notice how much I was sweating, and probably just the grief on my face and the grimace. But anyway, I waited 10 days. I really couldn't take a deep breath. Whew, that makes me want to take a deep breath just thinking about it. I ended up going to the emergency room. I ended up going to urgent care. They sent me to go get an x-ray done. As soon as I left the place that they took my x-ray, they called me and said, I need to go to the emergency room right now. Don't go home, just go straight to the hospital. I have a broken rib, and it pierced my lung, and my lung is collapsed. They're gonna have to reinflate it. I go into withdrawals at the emergency room because I don't have my booze. And I wasn't drunk when I went to the emergency room because I knew that I was gonna get blood work done, and I didn't want them to know what an alcoholic that I was. But I had to stay there overnight, and it was just so miserable. It was such a miserable experience. It was so embarrassing. And beyond all of that, those things, the physical pain and the embarrassment, those are just stupid things. The really disgusting part is that I deliberately chose to get drunk in the morning while caring for my son, knowing that we were going trick-or-treating that night, knowing how much he looks forward to that. But I was just thinking about myself as a piece of shit alcoholic that I was.